Hey Hagai, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. So sorry if I didn't. But so about your glass question, I think I can't find the file for this, and I've looked everywhere. I don't know what happened to it, but I think what I did here was a kind of a fake glass to get these bubbles. So I'm gonna show you that. I don't have the Pingu shuttle file, but I do have Pingu here. So we can do, I'm going to add a UV sphere. Just, this Pingu is way too big for some reason, but so bear with me. But you can hit tab to subdivide it. So let me set up the materials for this. Make a new material. So I'll delete that. And what I had was a glossy and transparent and a mix like this. So that's Shift A and search. And oh yeah, and you have to be in Node Editor. Well, you already know how to do this because you're doing it. But for people who don't know, you have to be in Node Editor over here to get these little nodes, and also on the Material tab right here. So with the fake glass, it's just these two, and you plug them in, plug it in here, and let's make this transparency a specific color here, like that. Oh yeah, and we need to add in layer weight. In layer weight, we can adjust or plug the facing into the factor of the mix shader. And there we see the glossy is happening in the center, and then the transparent is happening on the edges. So we can just swap these two by just dragging it and dropping it. Swap it. And I'm going to make sure the glossy is, well, actually no. So if I go and try to render this now, there's nothing here, which is great. Let me go to object mode, Shift A, and add in a lamp, point light. And since this Pingu is so huge, my light is not cutting it, so I'm going to make this like 9,000. Pingu 9,000. And, okay, that's a little bit better, I guess. Okay, and then back to the glass. This glass should not be rough, so I'm going to bring that back down to 0. Grab my light. And the light should be bigger, maybe, in this case, because our scene scale is all screwed up. But yours might be different. And this just gives a nice fast glass. I mean, it's not really glass because we're not getting the refraction effects, but it sort of looks like glass. Especially if we add in a backdrop like a plane. If I just make this really big. Oh, there it is. And hit R twice to rotate it. So that in this case, it was the spaceship was the backdrop here, and I had a spotlight coming down from the bottom through here to create this shadow, and the shadow was taking forever to render using the regular glass because it's a lot more complicated. So with this fake glass, the shadow was rendering much quicker. And so let me put this somewhere, and then this one. Oops. Let me get rid of this second light. Right click. Oops. I think our light is too close. 20,000 maybe. Yeah, so it was just that shadow pretty much. Let me change the color of this a little bit. can adjust the blending of this. This is all the way transparent, and you can see it it looks really weird. It's like kind of cellophane, and then this is all the way glossy, and then we just modulate there. And you can also let me make this a little bigger. Okay, also I think I had a little bit of thickness here, so I had this selected and I hit E to extrude it a little bit. And hopefully there you go. So you should be able to see some thickness of the glass, or the fake glass, and yeah, 50,000. I think I had it like that. So that's it. It's actually much simpler than a regular glass, and kind of fun to play with this too. You can also do, should I even go? Actually, no, that doesn't work with this fake glass, but you could, if you wanted to get like some weird color effects with this glass, you could add in a color ramp here and plug the facing into it, and then plug the color into the transparency. So this way we pick two colors, like let's say I want it to be orange in the middle, and then on the edges it will turn green or red or something. This is kind of neat. So this way we get this chameleon paint or chameleon glass thing, and it still renders pretty quickly. So, and you get these nice shadows coming through it. So I hope that helps, and have fun with your glassing. And also congrats on finishing that Crabbot. That's a really long video, so yeah, thanks for going through it.